What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a Heart's Desire reading for the sign of Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, you guys are third during the zodiac lineup for Group 3. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay, so setting you guys energy before I, got into it and kind of had, a little bit of a struggle as far as shuffling for you guys, particularly the Heart's Desire, the Heart's Oracle deck. Ended up like cutting by 4 instead of 3. So kind of focus on protecting your energy right now, in the sense of maybe boundaries of some sort, or just kind of being mindful about what you share. Okay. Also, it feels as though you guys have a shift in a way, in the sense of maybe a desire burning, like a fire. Imagine like a fire burning from your root chakra, if you will. And so maybe a passion of yours, kind of like a fire lit within you to get something done. Okay? So maybe you've been procrastinating, as I was just splitting the deck there, saying the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Okay? So kind of cleaning up some things. No time to play around. It's time to get serious and focus. Okay? As you can see, there is that Knight of Wands again with the World. Okay? The World is usually talking about a completion of some sort. Okay? So, a lot of changes going on in your life. Okay? And I probably just shuffled 4 times just now, but obviously it's time to progress forward, and be steadfast in positive movement towards what it is that you want right now, Aquarius. So that is pretty much your kind of like pre-read. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Okay, so 1 from the top is for your present energy. 1 from the bottom is for your past energy. And then a little bit of a reset here. And then we'll pull 1 energetically from the middle. Which I'm feeling kind of like all over the place with this energy, but I keep shifting my eye to this particular card, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. That is for your future energy. Okay, and then we'll look at the bottom of the deck to see what is the overall outcome for this spread here. Okay, so let's see what you guys have going on, Aquarius. For your present energy, you're in a 2 of Swords. Okay, for your past energy, you're in a 4 of Cups, or were in a 4 of Cups. Okay, and then your now future energy is showing in a Knight of Cups. Okay, so again, we are pre-shuffling to start, and Knight of Wands came up. Okay, so now you're in a Knight of Cups. Okay, so a lot of progressive energy going on with the Aquarius collective. If it's not for you, Aquarius Sun, if you're a sun sign in Aquarius, if you're not, then 9 times out of 10, if it doesn't resonate with you, then that means someone else is looking for Aquarius energy because they have a placement in their birth chart that has Aquarius in it. Okay, so if this does not pertain to you, sun sign Aquarius, you can always look at another reading. Okay, or wait until we get into the clarifiers, and that might be more your speed. Okay, but let's start off with this 2 of Swords energy. Okay, 2 of Swords, air energy here. All right, with you, Libra, and Gemini, okay? Um, there is some indecisiveness, okay? Two of Swords is usually not being able to make a decision. This is present energy, okay? And so maybe whatever it is that you're faced with right now, you're not really able to make a decision just yet, okay? And maybe what's stopping you from making the decision is maybe looking too far ahead to the outcome, okay? Um, and what you want the result to be, or what you think it may be, okay? So kind of trying to peer too far in advance ahead, okay? So that is that Two of Swords energy. So, and I kind of felt that when I was shuffling the Hearts Oracle deck, some kind of indecisiveness. And then even with the main deck here, I was kind of struggling, kind of getting the cards back together after I did a cut. So maybe you're being indecisive because of, certain nuances in something, in dealing with something, okay? So let's get into, and I feel like this past energy is the reason why you're in this indecisiveness, is possibly this Four of Cups, past energy, an offer being made, okay? Maybe a conversation of some sort, of maybe either offering advice or not something of really value, but again, suggestive, because of this being Cups energy here. If it were Pentacles, earth energy, then I would say it would be some kind of substantial offer of some sort, okay? But we're talking about emotional, okay? So someone offered some kind of, like I said, advice. It's over your head right now, and you've got these Three Cups here, okay? Now, you could be hearing multiple things from multiple people, but you're primarily focusing on the advice or conversation that you've had with one particular person that is maybe more influential than someone else, okay? And so you're primarily focusing on that. You like what you've heard from other people, but it's something about this, one particular person. As you can see, this cup above her head is red. All the other ones are, iridescent, if you will, okay? This one above her head is iridescent, the other ones are regular, okay? And so I think that is a situation in the past that is making you indecisive, okay? So whatever has happened in the past conversation is what's making you indecisive now. Maybe it's because, again, you're battling with possibly pleasing someone, okay? Or maybe not wanting to disappoint someone, okay? So it's obviously a very close connection. It could be a very long-standing platonic friendship, or it could be maybe a family member of some sort for you, Aquarius, okay? So, leading into this Knight of Cups situation with this future energy, okay? Um, Possibly a potential of you needing to maybe step up in voicing your opinion, okay? With this Knight of Cups, it's not a King of Cups. So, you're very lax in a way, still kind of compassionate in your communication, okay, with this future energy. All right. So, able to pretty much, you know, I feel like this wanting to say, like, handle your business in a way, okay? Very suave type of conversation, okay? Um, However, it does not feel as though you will be making a decision. It will be almost in a way of maybe extending a decision to be made, primarily because of other things in the way, okay? Is what the energy feels like, all right? So you'll still be indecisive, but somehow you'll be able to kind of like play it off to maybe get an extension of some sort, okay? Um, Either an extension for some of you, or kind of withhold some kind of information, giving a little but not giving too much, okay? But still, again, indecisive. So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck for Aquarius to see what that overall outcome is of this energy. And it's in the Three of Wands. Okay, Three of Wands. As you can see, there's three columns here. A ball kind of bouncing, if you will. I always refer to this as a ball bouncing, but it could be a sun primarily behind these three. But the way I read it, it kind of makes me feel like progression of some sort. Okay, the regular Three of Wands usually talks about heading on some kind of journey, making more substantial decisions, if you will, kind of making your way. But for some reason, every time when I see that, it feels like progression to me. Okay, because of the way that the columns are kind of angled in the water, it feels like progression towards somewhere. Now, for you, it could be progression moving forward, or it could be progression moving backwards. Okay, but it all depends on your interpretation. Okay, so that being said, let's go ahead and get into the clarifiers for you guys. I'm going to also take some time to shuffle here. We do have the Hermit and the Ten of Voices to start, okay? Needing some isolation time again, and possibly, headed into somewhat of a burnout, okay? Maybe, again, someone asking you, Aquarius, what do you want to do? Okay, I don't know if there's a deadline on you of some sort in making a decision, but patience is needed or required, either from someone on the opposing end of waiting for your decision. Okay, so, and right about now, I think a lot of people have ran out of patience. So, the possibility of you talking to kind of try and convince someone of making a decision when you really haven't. Okay? So, again, we have now still the Ten of Voices with the Devil here, Capricorn energy of some form of mischievousness. Okay? And it could be for good reason. It could be for something that is a surprise. I'm going to shuffle one more time, even though I feel like I've done three. Again, protecting you guys' energy somehow. Eight of Inspiration, okay? Moving forward with some kind of communication, okay? Within this process, okay? Something has to be done, Aquarius, if you want to stop feeling possibly overwhelmed in regards to the situation, okay? So, we cut by threes. Now let's go ahead and clarify your previous row. So we have one for the Two of Swords, one from the bottom for the Four of Cups, and then one energetically from the middle. And I think I'm going to go for this one here. Again, multiple energies, possibly, if not someone with Aquarius in their chart, just you guys kind of shifting your thoughts about what to do next. Okay, maybe you've got a lot of things going on, very busy in trying to really get some information in the background, possibly. Okay, we'll look at the bottom of the deck to clarify that Three of Wands momentarily. Let's see what we have for clarifiers for Aquarius. So we have the Ten of Materials for the Two of Swords, which would be the Ten of Pentacles. We then have the Fool for the Four of Cups, okay? And then for the Knight of Cups, we have Justice, okay? Libra energy, your counterpart air sign, okay? So just making some adjustments here. Like I said, Ten of Materials, Ten of Pentacles, family obviously is part of your energy right now, Aquarius, okay? Two of Swords with Ten of Materials. You are feeling possibly indecisive again. Either it's about pleasing family in the sense of your decision, okay? Is it because you want to maybe, I don't know, keep it in the family, family business possibly? If you want a family potentially, okay, it could be something of that nature if it's about a relationship, okay? Not for all of you, maybe just for some, okay? But maybe indecisive about building a family with someone, okay? If they're really, I guess the best way I can say meeting your standards, if you will, okay? If you really can see this person being a potential mate or partner, not maybe in the sense of longevity in regards to family, creating your own, okay? Um, Maybe a sense of wanting to know if this person really wants you for you or if there's some, underlining agenda, okay? But very indecisive about it, okay? Let's move on to the Four of Cups with the Fool, okay? So, in the past, again, someone making an offer to you, Aquarius. Again, something that has been on your mind, obviously, a very um, maybe intimate offer of some sort, and wanting to take a leap of faith, okay? Um, Maybe you were really hung up on it, in the sense of taking a leap of faith on it, and then now, kind of indecisive about it, okay? But you wanted to in the past, or were trying to determine if you wanted to, okay? Maybe listening too much to this person's words. Maybe you have a tendency of kind of reading in between the lines of what someone said, like why they said something a certain way that they did, or the timing of which they asked, okay? If it was during a time, let's say, and this is just far left field example of, let's say you get a promotion at work or something like that, and you weren't in a, real exclusive relationship, and then all of a sudden, now they want a relationship, okay? You're wondering if it's because of the new money you have, or let's say you get an inheritance of some sort, and they now all of a sudden want to talk about having a relationship, okay? Or a, a more stable ground of commitment, okay? So that is probably what has you in this indecisiveness, because of the timing in the past, okay? In regards to it, okay? Maybe it was at a time where you were transitioning in your personal life or professional life, and you really didn't have time for it, okay? And so really still wondering, even maybe in the past, if you should take a chance on that person, okay? So obviously, if you were still thinking about it and maybe still talking to other people at the same time, then definitely you were not ready for it, okay? But things change, times change, you know, anything can happen, okay? It's just all about what your ultimate goal is, okay? So, future placement is in Justice with the Knight of Cups, okay? So, you've got pretty much all the energy here that you can as far as air, water, earth, and fire energy, okay? So some form of balance has, or fairness, if you will, with the Justice card, because that's what it is. You have some introspection to do, okay, in the future placement, okay? Um, do you want to kind of keep using your words to kind of wiggle out of something, okay? Because it's time to play fair, okay? And constantly stringing someone along is not fair, okay? And some people have a tendency of psychoanalyzing people, and I don't really like that. It's I prefer someone to have emotional intelligence, okay? Kind of take the time to be in that person's shoes and understand where they are coming from, okay? Um, because it's now time for you to make some form of a decision, okay? Um, and not making a decision that's going to be pleasing to that person, but at least provide them with some fairness and understanding, okay, Aquarius? That is the best advice that I can give you in order for things to progress in some kind of way, whether it be progress into an actual relationship for some of you, or making some kind of conscious decision about something. but there should be some fairness involved, okay? Fairness to yourself and fairness to the other person, but definitely some introspection, okay? So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck to clarify this Three of Wands energy. And it's the Sun, okay? Thus, what I had mentioned with Four of Wands up underneath, okay? So Three of Wands turns into Four of Wands up underneath this, okay? So progressing into a relationship, for some of you, if not all, to finally have some stable ground. With the Sun here, some form of enlightenment, okay? So we have the Sun, like I said, if you think about it in this Three of Wands back in the background, okay, obviously moving forward towards it and not away. So we have the Sun card here, enlightenment coming through on a situation. Like I said, do the introspection and suave talk to yourself, okay? Kind of motivate yourself to really make an informed decision, and not so much towards the other person. Emotional intelligence is definitely needed, okay? So, really good work here, Aquarius. Again, you just need to get a move on, all right? So, let's get into your heart oracle so we can find out what is to come or the final decision for Aquarius. Okay, what is the final decision or what is to come for Aquarius? We're going to shuffle by threes, and then we'll refer to the bottom of the deck. No cards in particular came or stuck out to me when I was shuffling for you guys. Like I said, I did cut by fours, and only because some of the cards kind of like fell when I cut the deck, like at the bottom of one of the stacks, and I kind of had to make shift a way to put them back together. So a lot of decision making and thoughts going on in Aquarius. So at the bottom of the deck, we have helpless and hopeless, okay? Helpless and hopeless. As you see here, it's the number 8. Again, like I said, finding some form of balance for you guys, Aquarius. This person is standing in between. If you look at it, it could be 2 paths or it could be 3. As you see, 2 sets of stairs, and then this pathway here in the middle. You got 2 mountains, and then again, there's that sun kind of iridescent over top of this boy's head, okay? So again, some form of enlightenment still transpiring for you guys, needing to create some form of a pathway, okay? Do you want to take the easy way is what I feel is, going up a path of steps, or go through the trenches, okay, is the first thing that I think of when I look at this card. This card doesn't come up too often. I think early on when I first started these readings, this came out. So very interesting to see it coming out for you guys. But feeling helpless and hopeless, okay, in the sense of maybe during the process of trying to come to a decision, or during this present energy of being indecisive. So I'm going to kind of move the deck a little bit closer to that and trying to figure out what it is that you, Aquarius, really wants, all right? So we're going to go to page 131. That equals out to 5. Feeling a change coming, especially with the final outcome for you guys, with that sun and the 3 of Wands coming out. And so I'm going to hold this up for you guys. You do have observe up underneath, number 12, centering oneself, equaling out that 12, focusing on what it is that you want and what you don't want, plus following your intuition, okay? And really just observing situations as they come along, all right? But with this helpless and hopeless, your keywords are restricted, obstacles, powerless, and action. While the title of this card may sound bleak, don't let it scare you. This card arrives as a wake-up call to adjust your thinking about a situation or relationship. You may feel that obstacles have been placed in your way, preventing you from achieving your dreams around love. You may think that your situation is beyond hope and that you are powerless to improve it. Nothing could be further from the truth. However, all that is required is a willingness to take action. Assess your current state of affairs and decide what needs to change. Then take decisive steps to make those changes and move yourself into a position of empowerment. By taking action, you take charge of the situation. Feel the power in that. Recognize that you do have the ability to create the relationships of your dreams. Nothing can hold you back unless you let it. Take charge, step into your power, and watch your relationships flourish. Okay? Watch your relationships flourish as you decide to take and step into your power and take charge. Okay? That's all you need to do. Find a balance within yourself to create what it is that you want out of your relationships. Okay? So, with that being said, let's get into the power of surrender for the final message of advice surrounding your situation. Truly appreciate you guys, Aquarius, and your patronage on the channel. If you're new, please feel free to subscribe so that way you can be notified when I post for your sign again. Okay? We'll do the last shuffle here. And then we'll go ahead and cut by threes. And the same goes for the power of surrender, looking at the bottom of the deck for your message, which says, surrender the drama. Okay, surrender the drama. All right. It says, no matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. Okay, so if any of you are, possibly, I'm more so looking at this justice card in reference to drama, okay, in the sense of being fair, okay. Try your best not to engage in it and keep it, very light. Thus, this Knight of Cups, okay, as a reminder for that future energy, okay. Do not contribute to the drama. Remain calm, okay? Do not come in as an aggressor or trying to dominate or intimidate, okay? That's why this Knight of Cups is here. If you have any water energy in your birth chart, it's time to activate it, okay? So with that being said, that is all that I have for you guys, Aquarius. We have one more reading for you guys within a day or two. So until then, peace.